I'm Betty. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making chicken parmesan, which I'll be taking to a family dinner. Chicken breasts were on sale at my supermarket this week for $1.99 a pound. Thin-cut chicken cutlets were $4.99 a pound. So guess which ones I bought? And to learn how to turn a whole chicken breast into these lovely thin cutlets, check my website for the recipe on chicken tenders. There's a video which will show you just how to do that. So I've got my breading station set up. I've got my flour, beaten eggs. This is 1.5 cups of Italian breadcrumbs with half a cup of finely grated Parmesan mixed in. And what I'm going to do is just lightly dip this in flour into the beaten egg. And I'm using tongs at this point so that I don't get my fingers covered in breadcrumbs. Let that drain off a little. And into the breadcrumbs. I'll just cover this a little so it's dry and I can cover it, turn it rather, without getting my fingers sticky. Shake that off and I'll just set that aside. And we'll do one more. Just make sure it's lightly coated. The flour helps the egg to adhere. And then into our breadcrumb mixture. Just make sure it's nicely coated. And there we have it. I've heated some vegetable oil in this large frying pan. And now that it's good and hot, I'll start adding these cutlets. And you can see they're just starting to sizzle. Because these are so thin, they only need a minute or two on each side to cook. And of course they're going to go in the oven later with some tomato sauce and cheese on them, and they'll cook a little further. Turn that heat up just a little. Just check and make sure these are brown. There they go. Give them a turn. And we'll continue to cook these for just another minute or two. These have finished cooking, and I have ready a cookie sheet which I've lined with several thicknesses of newspaper and covered with paper towel to drain these on. Lift them carefully. Come on. There we go. Some of that fat drain. And we'll let these drain while I fry the others. So I have ready my chicken cutlets. I have some shredded mozzarella cheese, and I have some finely grated Parmesan cheese. The first thing I'm going to do is put a layer of tomato sauce on the bottom of my baking dish. And then I will just layer the cutlets in there. Oh, that's a good fit. And all we need to do is cover this with a little more tomato sauce. And we'll sprinkle it with some more Parmesan cheese. And then, to finish it off, some grated mozzarella cheese. And we'll just tidy up this drip. This is all ready to go into a 350-degree oven. If you wish, you can stop at this point, refrigerate it, and continue it the next day. My oven is ready at 350 degrees, and this is going to go in for just about 10 minutes because my chicken is still quite warm, and all I'm going to do is heat it through and let that cheese melt on top. And there's the finished product. These beautiful golden chicken cutlets with all that lovely melted cheese and delicious tomato sauce. And from those 2 cans of tomatoes, I have all this left over, which I've put up in my containers, which I will label marinara sauce, all ready for another quick meal. And this has no corn syrup, no preservatives, and no ingredients that you can't pronounce. Much better for you. So I hope you'll try this and enjoy it. And do check my website for additional recipes. For further information and even more recipes, please visit my website.